The Alumni Award recognizes NAF alumni who have achieved success in their college or career or have demonstrated an entrepreneurial spirit, in part attributed to their NAF Academy. On top of that, the 3 women being honored tonight have dedicated their time and talent to give back to students like them. We're so excited to introduce them to you and let you hear their journeys. Our first honoree is alumna of Philip O. Berry Academy of Technology in Charlotte, North Carolina. After graduating in 2008, Khalia Braswell studied computer science at North Carolina State University, ultimately earning her master's in information technology from the University of North Carolina in Charlotte. After graduate school, she worked at Apple in Cupertino, California, before leaving her job to move back to North Carolina and make a difference through her own nonprofit. But she can tell you about herself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Khalia Braswell on stage.
I am a woman succeeding in a field overwhelmingly dominated by men. But growing up, I never knew that what I loved lacked representation of people who looked like me. Why? Because of my NAF experience. My career in tech began at Philip O. Berry Academy of Technology in Charlotte, North Carolina. POB. There were a lot of women in my high school computer classes, both my teachers and my classmates. So honestly, I had no idea that there were so few women in STEM until I got into college. But by then, it was too late. I was already hooked. In fact, I was hooked on programming from my very first course. I thought it was so cool that I could program something, then show the final product to someone who could later use my work. The first thing I ever built was a notepad, and I took it home to show my mom, and she was so excited. She was the first person who saw real value in things that I built. And NAF offered me great classes and teachers and the opportunity to have real work experience while I was in high school. I also had the chance to network with business partners and meet members of the NAF board. People like Ursula Burns, who you met earlier. Meeting her at the NAF benefit was life-changing for me. There I was, a kid at a fancy gala, sitting next to a woman of color who looked like me at the top of a male-dominated industry. It was a chance to rub elbows with a legend. By the time I graduated high school, I had that feeling like, man, there is something really special about me. And I was right. But any NAF student who takes advantage of all that is offered can be different too. And that difference will serve you well in everything you pursue. This difference allowed me to start college at North Carolina State University with extra confidence and experience. If someone would have told me 10 years ago when I graduated that I would later go work at Apple's headquarters in California, I would have thought that they were crazy. But I did it. Thank you. Working there, it was an exciting experience. I was exposed to super duper smart people, and I felt like an example of what can happen when you network and really dream big. Eventually, though, I decided that to make the most of my passions, I had to leave Apple, and in the spirit of Steve Jobs, I had to do something different. See, the whole time I was at Apple, I was building Intech in my spare time. Intech Camp for Girls is an organization whose mission is to inform and inspire girls to innovate in the technology industry. I knew I finally had to see what would happen if I just gave it 100%. So, last January, I left California like a crazy person and moved back to Charlotte, North Carolina to run Intech full-time. Thank you. There definitely, there's a lot of sacrifices that came with making NTech a reality, but the reward that I'm getting is huge because every day I work on something that I care deeply about. If I can be a living example of the benefits that come with taking control of your career and doing what you love, then I have made a difference. If I can convince others to pursue their interests, even if they run against the tide, then I have made a difference. If I can encourage girls to jump into tech with both feet, work hard, win big, then I have made a difference. Today, who I am and what I do can be traced, no small measure, back to the opportunities given to me by my NAF Academy and the strong women who encouraged me growing up. So, to all of you NAF students here today, I hope that you graduate high school a little different. Grab every chance that you have to get different experiences, meet different people, and most importantly, make a difference. Leave here committed to give your all to your passions and see what greatness comes of that. To NAF, thank you for all that you've given me over these past 10 years, really 11, and for this incredible honor. I am deeply touched to be recognized for the work I am doing, and I promise I'm not done yet. Thank you.